today I want you to think about the digital quadrant. What we mean by that is the different aspects when we talk about digital print. Most companies go out and sell digital print or offset print, but they don't really think about the different aspects and the different capability of digital print and how they're going to talk about that and how they're going to sell it. So let's look at the first aspect of the quadrant, and that is straightforward digital print. Selling digital print these days is a complete no-brainer. It requires no sales skills whatsoever. Any run length under probably 1,500 or whatever will go digital print, because effectively you can turn it around a lot quicker. It's a lot cheaper to produce. You haven't got to make plates and produce proofs a lot of the time and things like that. So that's a very easy concept for print customers to understand, very easy to sell. So when we move over to the top right quadrant here, we talk about print on demand. Now, when we're talking about print on demand, we need to understand a little bit more about our customers. They might want to keep just-in-time stocks. They may have a range of different products that they want to call off and print on demand when they require them. In order to make print on demand successful, we need to learn a bit more about our customers' business, what they're trying to achieve, the products they're producing, be it B2B, B2C, the different run lengths and call-offs and deliveries and things like that. So this requires a different conversation with the client. It requires better, more advanced selling skills in order to be able to justify cost and put the right thing in place for the client. Now, when we get down into the bottom left quadrant here, we've got variable data print. Again, this is a range of new services. We may be cleansing databases. We may be managing them for customers. Usually when we're talking about variable data print, we could be producing a series of printed pieces for a campaign. So a lot of that will require data and analytics and reporting back to the customer on results. So this is a whole new range of skills within the business. It's a range of revenue opportunities, but from a sales perspective, we need to think about how we can sell this more effectively. This requires a new level of selling skills. We've got to justify cost and return on investment for the client. So we need to think about, have we got those skills in the business, and how we can upskill some of our salespeople or get new people in who can understand and sell variable data print to the client. Over here in the bottom right, we've got Webtoprint. Now, Webtoprint obviously requires quite a lot of setup for customers. They will want their Webtoprint system customized to the look and feel of their company quite often. So when we're doing that, we need to understand, are we operating in a B2B market or a B2C market? There's a lot of planning that goes into Webtoprint. There's a lot of upfront costs that need to be basically charged to the customer. So again, a level of selling skills that require us to really understand the technology. We need to maybe educate the customer. When we put a Webtoprint system in, we've probably got to support the people using it to ensure they can use it properly and they get maximum benefit out of it. So again, selling these things is really different to just normally selling digital print. So let's have a look at this just in summary. Digital print is a no-brainer for selling these days. Customers know about it. It's the obvious thing to do. Print on demand requires a much better understanding of your customer's business so you can become more of an advisor to it. Variable data print requires a lot more technical understanding. It requires a lot more reporting and analytics. So it's generally a longer sales conversation, but also we need to become more of an expert, an advisor to the client. On Webtoprint, we could be dealing with a whole range of issues here, from dealing with small volumes of product up to tens of thousands of orders a day potentially. So again, planning, thinking about how we're going to sell this and support the customer is really important. So I want you to really focus on which of these areas of the quadrant you actually are producing at the moment and how you're selling them to your customer. Have you got the right skills? Are you having the right level of conversation in each of these quadrants? Have a think about that. It's really important that your sales staff and marketing people are not just selling digital print. They've thought about the different quadrants, the different aspects that are involved.